So if you're a tree planted by the water, the real water, the living water, you will bear fruit. Not because you're special, not because you're most intelligent, not because you're the most talented or the most gifted. By virtue of being connected to that living water, fruit will come from you. Be born. And there's a gardener. And the gardener's going to till and nurture and feed. We have gardening taking place every weekend. Every Wednesday, every Saturday, every Sunday, gardening is taking place. You come in here, we till the soil, we break up the fallow ground, we put some little nuggets around there. It doesn't really fit to tell you that we put manure around there. Sometimes it doesn't fit with our lives or our message, but you're getting fertilizer anyway. It's some good stuff. Amen. But the tree planted by the water yields fruit in its season, and their leaves do not wither. In all they do, they prosper. How many of you want to live where everything you do prospers? How many of you? Everybody, almost 100%. Everybody wants to live a life that everything is prospering. Whatever I touch will prosper. Whatever I pray for will be answered. Whatever God shows me will work. But it requires living a life that is so connected with the Father that you are one and you hear His voice. You know, the interesting thing about this Christian walk is living it hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month. It's not in the events that happen in between the stuff. It's everything, all the time. It's every event. It's every situation. It's every challenge. I love challenges. They come across my desk, I get so excited. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen next? See, if you live that way, you will get more challenges, and you will get more difficult things. You'll get harder things. One of the sad facts or great facts of ministry, even as people that do care pastoring or begin to step out and minister to other people, you will feel like all the world has come against you because the devil's not happy with your walk. He's like the storm that tries to freeze the leaves off in the wintertime. He's like the wind that blows. The other night we had a storm come through on Friday night down in Anna, and the winds were 50 miles an hour. They started hitting our house when about 10 o'clock. And what in the world is happening? And then stuff started hitting the window, and I was so glad the house stood. But you as a tree, you are given a certain amount of bend when the wind flows. You're given a certain amount of flexibility so that you can bend and you come back. Because life is going to throw stuff at you that's going to try to break you, but you bend a little bit and you come back. He tells you that this is not going to work. The enemy does. This is too hard. The finances are too tight. The expenses are too high. And you're bending because your roots go down so deep. Because you're planted by that water. That you're understanding, I can make it through this because my God is greater. One of the best messages I heard was this weekend and last weekend on humility and weakness. I was so blown away by the humility one. That God's grace is so much more powerful when I just humble myself before Him. God's not impressed with what I know or who I am. He's impressed in what I depend on Him through submission, dependency, leaning, relying on. It's huge. Be like one of those trees.